Imagine sitting inside a 3,400-pound stock car, pushing it past 130 miles per hour through the tight, unforgiving corners of Watkins Glen International, when suddenly your entire race strategy collapses in front of you. One moment you are a contender, and the next you are buried in 22nd place with the clock ticking and the competition pulling away. Most drivers would accept that situation, manage the car carefully, try to salvage whatever points remain, and move on to the next race. But Shane van Gisbergen is not most drivers, and what unfolded at the Go Bowling at the Glen is exactly the kind of story that reminds you why motorsport is unlike anything else on this planet. Watkins Glen International is one of the most iconic road courses in all of American motorsport. Nestled in the Finger Lakes region of upstate New York, hosting world-class racing since 1948. Unlike the traditional oval tracks that define NASCAR, Watkins Glen demands a completely different skill set: precision braking, smooth corner entry, late apex technique, and the ability to read the track's surface lap after lap. It is a circuit that rewards intelligence just as much as it rewards raw speed, and today the entire Cup Series grid rolled and ready for exactly that kind of battle. To understand why today's result is so extraordinary, you need to know who Shane van Gisbergen actually is. Born in New Zealand, he built his reputation in the Australian Supercars Championship, becoming one of the most dominant drivers of his generation and winning multiple titles. When he made his surprise NASCAR debut at the Chicago Street Race in 2023, he won on his very first attempt, becoming the first driver in decades to win a Cup Series race on debut. That result announced to the entire American racing community that this quiet, unassuming New Zealander was something genuinely special. Since then, he has been working methodically through the NASCAR system, learning the culture, the cars, and the competition race by race. Today at Watkins Glen, van Gisbergen arrived with real confidence because road courses are his natural territory, the kind of tracks where his instincts take over and his car control becomes something almost otherworldly to watch. The early stages of the race looked promising for the Colleague Racing driver, but then a pit stop went wrong in terms of timing and strategy, suddenly dropping him all the way back to 22nd position. On a road course with limited overtaking opportunities against some of the best drivers in the country, that is not merely a setback, that is very nearly a race-ending situation. But van Gisbergen did not manage the situation. He attacked it. Lap after lap, he carved through the field with a level of aggression and precision that was breathtaking to witness, hitting his braking zones perfectly, finding gaps that other drivers simply could not see, and using every inch of the racetrack to gain positions. The flowing S's, the sharp bus-stop chicane, and the long back straight all became weapons in his hands. One by one, competitors fell behind him as 20 became 15th, and 15 became 10th, and still he kept pushing with relentless pace. The entire NASCAR paddock began to take notice, with crew chiefs on rival teams watching the timing sheets with a growing sense of concern. As the race entered its closing laps, van Gisbergen had done the seemingly impossible by working all the way to the front and finding himself right on the rear bumper Ty Gibbs, one of NASCAR's most talked about young talents driving for the powerful Joe Gibbs racing organization. Gibbs had run a controlled and intelligent race all afternoon and now had every resource at his disposal to hold on and defend. The final laps became a masterclass in racercraft as van Gisbergen probed every corner, searching for any weakness in the defense ahead of him. Then, with the finish line approaching and the crowd on their feet, he found his moment, made the decisive pass, and pulled away to take the victory from 22nd place to the checkered flag. This victory carries significance far beyond the trophy and the celebration on pit lane. For van Gisbergen, it is a statement that his talent is not limited to one fortunate debut or a single flash of brilliance. It is real, it is consistent, and it is developing race by race. For Colleague Racing, it represents a massive result for an organization competing hard against the sport's biggest names. And for NASCAR itself, it is a powerful reminder of what makes road course racing so compelling. The fact that a driver can fall all the way to the back and still find a way to the very front when the talent and determination are truly there. Shane van Gisbergen today did not just win a race. He told a story of resilience, instinct, and refusing to accept defeat when every number said the situation was hopeless. From 22nd to 1st, from disaster to dominance. At Watkins Glen, the New Zealander reminded everyone exactly what he is capable of